Happy Saturday! I am outside because it is a gorgeous day. However, it is very windy, so I apologize if that comes through on the microphone. But welcome to our second chakra flow here at the end of the week. If you need any props that we went through throughout the week, like a blanket or a towel, go ahead and grab those. But otherwise, just yourself and your mat. We're going to start off with some centering. So in an easy seated posture, just cross-legged, place your hands on your knees, palms down for the moment, and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in, and blow it out through your mouth. Again, in and out through the mouth. This time, breathe in, lean forward, and then go to your left, making a big circle. Exhale, rounding your back, and inhale, chest forward, making a big, huge circle around your body, as though your pelvis is a bowl, and your spine is a giant spoon stirring the bowl. You can use your hands on your knees for a little bit of leverage to see the range of movement you can get, and switch directions. Inhaling forward and exhaling back. As you do these circles, you can switch directions however many times you'd like to, but begin to visualize an orange light. And this can be a light that appears just on the sheath of your eyelids, or it can be anything that makes you think of the color orange. And inhale, return to center. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Let your eyes open. We're going to go into our Gomukhasana now, cow face pose. Extend the legs straight out in front of you in Dandasana or staff. And we're going to let's start with the right leg. So bring your feet, bottom of the feet to the mat, bending the knees, and take your right leg and cross it underneath the left, where the knee is pointing straight out in front of you. And now take your left leg and bring it on top of that, stacking the knees up. Again, if the knees don't touch or you have a little trouble staying in line, grab a blanket, put it between them, or you can put the blanket underneath your sit bones if you're having a little trouble keeping both of them evenly on the floor. Inhale the left arm up overhead, and exhale, bend the elbow. Here, you can take the right hand and grab the elbow to pull it slightly, or you can take the right hand around the back to grab the left hand, if that's accessible to you. If not, you can grab a strap or a towel. And take a couple of breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Again, check in with your back. Make sure you're not pressing your belly forward, but that instead you're drawing your low belly toward the spine, keeping the back in a neutral position. One more breath in and out. In the next inhale, release your arms, place your hands by your hips, lean back, and unwind your legs back into Dandasana. And bending the legs again, this time we're going to take the left leg, slide it underneath the right, knee points forward, and then take the right leg on top, stacking the knees. Inhale, right arm up overhead, and exhale, bend it, taking whatever you took on the last side, whether it be the hand to the elbow or hands clasped behind the back. We'll take a few breaths here. Check in with the sit bones. Make sure that they're both in contact with the mat or the blanket. On the next inhale, unwind your arms. Bring your hands beside your hips, lean back, straighten the legs out in front of you. This time we're going to take both legs, swing them around behind us to go from a tabletop to down dog. And then inhale, step up to this forward fold. Inhale again, straighten the spine. Exhale, fold. And inhale, come up all the way, flat back, arms up overhead. And exhale down. So we're going to turn 90 degrees, coming into our Skandasana now, or our side lunge. So a big, huge, wide stance, like 3 feet if you can. And we're starting with our feet facing directly parallel to the sides, or the top and back of our mat. And then we're going to turn them out just slightly to where our toes are pointing at the corner of the mat. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale, bend the right knee, tracking the knee over the toes. And exhale up to standing. Inhale down, left side. Exhale back up. Inhale right. Keep the spine nice and straight. Exhale up. Inhale left. Exhale up. Inhale right. If you want to, pick up those left toes, come up onto the heel. Get a little deeper stretch. Exhale up. Inhale. Left, right toes can come up. Deep stretch. And exhale up. Do one more on each side. Right. Exhale up. And inhale left. Exhale up. So now, since you're on my left side, we'll start with the left. Turn the right toes in just slightly, and turn the left toes out to face directly at the top of your mat. And turn your hips facing out toward where we were just facing. Hands can come to the hips, or they can be here. Inhale them up to shoulder length, and bend the front knee. Just like in Skandasana, for our warrior 2, the knee is going to track right over the ankle and not past the ankle, if we can help it. Chest and hips are both open, outward, and gaze is at the front fingertips. 2 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Again, remembering from our warrior 1 that we can pull the mat towards us, or we can press the mat away to add a little more strength to our legs. Inhale, coming out of warrior 2 on this side. Hands to the hips. Turn the left foot in slightly now, and the right foot out. I'm going to readjust myself so I'm facing you still. Hips facing out, chest facing out. Inhale, arms up, front knee bends. Spine and pelvis are in a neutral position. Gaze is toward the front fingertips. If you'd like to check in with the back hand and arm to see that they're up and in line with your body, go ahead and do so. 2 more breaths here, in and out. Last one, in and out. This time, instead of straightening, we're going to come fold over the front leg, pivot onto the toes of the back leg, and step back into downward facing dog. From here, inhale the right knee to the chest, shift your weight forward, and place the right leg down on the mat in front of you, shin parallel to the top of the mat, and let the back leg come down, foot comes down, coming into our pigeon pose here. So like I mentioned earlier in the week, the shin can stay parallel to the top of the mat, or the knee can come in line with the hip. Press the back leg down into the mat to keep it nice and active. Inhale, press into the mat with your hands, gaze up. You can stay here if you'd like, or exhale, fold down onto your forearms, or if it's there for you today, come all the way down and rest your forehead on your hands. We'll take 3 breaths here. Remembering to keep that back leg nice and active. Inhale, bring your palms under your shoulders, press up. And now, we're going to pivot our weight onto our right hip and swing the left leg around. So I've got my shin of my right leg still parallel to the top of my mat. And I'm just going to bring my left leg right on top of it, stacking for our double pigeon pose. So this already, I've got my knee under my foot on both sides, is an intense stretch for me. If you would like it to be a deeper stretch, inhale your arms up overhead, and exhale, fold over your legs. You can come onto your forearms, or you can find a pillow or cushion of some sort and rest on that. I apologize for this very intense wind that we're having now. But we'll stay here for 3 breaths. In and out. On your next inhalation, lean back and release from this pose by bringing your feet out in front of you. For me, that one's always intense, so I like to do a little bit of windshield wipering of my legs before I move on. And now we're going to, again, swing our legs back behind us to tabletop, down dog. And now we're going for pigeon on the left side. So inhale the left leg, knee to chest, shift your weight forward, and place that left leg down, and scoot the right leg back onto the mat. So here, whatever you did on the previous side, we'll do on this side too. So inhale, pressing the palms into the mat, gaze up, and exhale, fold. 3 breaths here. On the next inhale, bring your palms underneath the shoulders, press up, shift your weight onto the left hip, adjust that leg if you need to, and swing the right leg around to do our double pigeon on the left side. So now the right leg is on top and the left leg is on the bottom. Again, you can stay here or you can fold forward. I'm going to stay here for 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale. If you folded over your double pigeon, go ahead and come up. Lean back, palms on the mat, push your legs out in front of you and give them another little windshield wiper to bring back some mobility after that pose. Now we're going to come into our Batakanasana, or our bound angle pose. So if you just windshield wiper your legs, just sort of windshield wiper them both out at the same time. And if you have a lot of hip mobility and you can bring your feet right up next to you, that's totally great. If you are like me today and you've got quite a bit of distance between your feet and your body, that's fine too. We want soles of the feet to be together but open, like you're opening a book. And then your knees, if they go all the way down to the mat, that's great. If they don't, that's also great. And you can stay here holding the ankles, keeping a nice flat back. Or you can fold forward, slide the hands underneath the legs. This is the bind of our bound angle. Hold the feet, inhale the back nice and long, and exhale, place the head at the soles of your feet. This is our final resting posture of this class. So if you feel yourself holding anywhere in this pose, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, release and let gravity do the work for you here. Pressing your head into the soles of your feet and allowing gravity to gently nudge your knees a little closer to the ground. When you're ready, you can inhale back up. You can keep your legs right here if you'd like to. If you want to get a little mobility in them, sometimes it's nice to sort of shake them out, flop them around a bit. Come into an easy seated posture where we started. And I'm going to ask you to close your eyes again and come back to visualizing that orange light. Orange is the color frequency that is most often associated with second chakra. So when we visualize it, it just helps to center our energy in that area. Go ahead and blink your eyes open. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this little class with me today. It was a little longer than I had originally said, but it was still good. I had a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching. Namaste.